Thanks for hanging in here with me, you guys. We will not be having, I should start with this. I'm afraid I keep worrying I'm going to forget this. We will not be having a Zoom call next Wednesday, but we will the following. I'm going to try to keep the first part of this very concise because it is my hope. Got a box of junk right here beside me. It's my hope that we can use this particular training call in the future. It'll be a link that you keep that you can just send to when you have a new ambassador. And so if you are a new ambassador, we welcome you. We're super excited to have you on this team. We are here for you. The team pages are here for you so that you can ask questions. Tonight, I wanted to share a little bit about how to use the team page. But first, I wanted to say, for those of you who may or may not know, I know that we have ongoing prayers for Lola's family. Her husband passed away. And prayers for anyone who are struggling because of hurricanes. And I'm sure there are a multitude of other prayer concerns. Please do not feel left out. I just definitely did not want to overlook that tonight because that's something that's very important and dear to my heart. So, okay. Starting Monday, there are posts that are scheduled because once I'm gone to Maui, I'm not working. And I encourage you, once you get to go to Maui, that you don't work either. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I see people working in Hawaii and I think, oh, phooey, who wants to go to Hawaii and work? But I have scheduled some posts for an event that is just a team event. It's not for prospects, that is about going silver. And it's specifically about how to use send, share, and invite to go silver. What I'm about to talk about is something that I borrowed some ideas from some other jewels, kind of added my own spice to it, and I've done a lot of hard work leading up to this to get this ready. If you're actually not on my team and you're watching this Zoom, it's not something that you'll have access to that's on my team page. However, there's nothing stopping you from being able to do this with your own team. I just want to share with you what I've done in my own team page, and I'll show it to you. I think I will try to probably share. Let me see what all I've got pulled up here now that I've, let's see. I think I will share screen with you in just a little bit, and show you what I've done as far as units. Now, if you're not familiar with units in a team page, I'm going to show you. I actually changed. I'm going to try to answer every question up front because sometimes when I do a very informative video like this and then I publish it to YouTube, I have people from all over Plexus land actually reaching out to me, asking me questions. So I'm going to try to be very concise. I made my team page into I made it into a social learning page. I changed in the group settings, okay? I did that for the purpose of being able to add, see that tab right there that says units? Okay. On your phone, when you look at my team page, it should say units there. And when you click it, it should take you to something that looks like this, okay? And it says, it may be a little bit different since I'm the admin. It may be showing me the admin view. I'm not sure if it'll be showing you something different. Unit 1, I have titled Butterfly Training. And as you click each unit, the units say send, share, and invite. For example, I'm going to click. The first thing that you click shows you a description of send, share, and invite. It's got links right there, all right? And then it takes you step 1, send, and literally gives you all the links of how to go about doing the send portion of send, share, invite. And then you guessed it, step 2 is going to be share, and step 3 is going to be invite. And it's all right there. It's not going to move around on the team page. Have you noticed that when I post really useful information and it floats around and next thing you know, you're like, I don't know where that went. This is always going to be in a unit. It's going to be the new life flow of how we work this business. And what I mean is right now, the life flow of this business should be like something like you talk to a prospect, you enroll a prospect, you add them to the team pages, and then you're like, okay, cross your fingers and hope for the best. Or maybe you get on a call with them and talk them through some things. Now, what you should do if you're going to get on a call with them is you should talk them through the units in the butterfly page. This is how we work this business. Am I making sense to everyone? We're gonna walk through units. Gonna get your prospect or your new team member on the phone, and you're gonna say, we're gonna walk through units. Now, here's the thing. If you don't already use Send, Share, Invite, and you're panicking a little bit, don't worry. Also, if you're not on my team and you're like, this doesn't apply to me, pull information. You can make exactly what I just showed you. You can make your team page exactly like this if you want. Those that are on my team, you don't have to. You can just refer to mine. But if you want, you can make units in your own team page, and then you can pull the information from our back office about Send, Share, and Invite. That's what I've done. I have spiced it up a little bit with a little bit more wording from our team culture, and basically explain the different steps, step 1, step 2, so on and so forth. And guess how I learned how to do units? I watched a video on YouTube. And guess how I learned how to put units in my page? I watched a video on YouTube. So basically what I'm saying is you can do it. It's not hard. It's really simple, okay? The next portion that I added was tools to grow your business. And that's the next unit, tools to grow your business. Scripts workbook should be like healthy business workbook maybe, and leads you didn't know you have. And those are where when you click them, you can actually go to the page where you can print them out. The link is there. You can go to these and print the Scripts workbook out, so on and so forth. Now, starting Monday, the Send, Share, and Invite challenge that's going to enroll out Monday through Friday is going to take people through these steps. So if you're not familiar with it, if you haven't already been doing Send, Share, Invite, if you've never used the workbook, if you've never printed out all these things, that's the first thing that you need to do. And when we were in Arizona, Genevieve, because I'm pretty, I wouldn't say bad about, but I'm pretty consistent with using my phone to follow up. Like I keep a checklist in my phone, all these things. But she talked about the psychology. There is something to actually writing something down and checking it off. There's something physical. It causes more of a, I don't know. I wish I could describe it the way she did, but literally filling in the little circles when you've completed something, it encourages you to keep going, where it's easier to, first of all, it's easy to get notifications on your phone and get distracted. But something about working from a workbook, I think because we're trained from the time we're little kids to work from workbooks, really makes a difference. And I think she says, no bubbles, no money, Gina. That's how she says it. And what she means is if you're not filling in the little bubbles, you know how it looks like a little Scantron sheet? No bubbles, no money. That tells you that you're doing your work every day. That tells you that you're keeping up with the IPA challenge, so on and so forth. The next unit is enrolling a new ambassador plus follow-up. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. Enroll your new ambassador. So this is basically going to stay at the top of the units of our team page too. It's clickable, it's printable, it's just a link. And enroll, and then follow up. The follow up one looks like, oh, it gives some scripting. That's right. Give some scripting for follow up. Anytime Plexus is offering a deal or special, take advantage of those chances to follow up, so on, so forth. Gives you tips on follow up. So this stuff, again, I feel like I'm supposed to repeat this and repeat this. This stuff will remain at the top in the units of our page, so that when someone is new, that should be the very first thing they do, is go through the units. Print out their workbook, print out their scripts workbook, so on and so forth. Is everybody following me so far? There's also a new customer goal tracker sheet, a weekly checks with new ambassadors sheet. That's unit 4. And unit 5, something I'm particularly excited about. And I just did it right before I opened the Zoom call on my own story. And I hope I did it right and in the right order. If I didn't, forgive me, because I was hurrying. I shared some testimonies with really beautiful pictures. And in the commentary underneath, in the comments, I want to show you what these look like. So, for example, Lindy Witt shares, and she starts talking about how she used to have migraines. You'll notice in this testimony, she never mentions plexus, she mentions gut health. Okay, I'm assuming that's why she was able to talk about migraines, because you really can't mention migraines and plexus, okay? But this is the picture that she's put with her testimony. And then in the comments underneath this, we have a picture that looks like this. All right. And then the next comment down, there's a picture that looks like this. It's got a lot of scripting on it, doesn't it? Okay. And then there's a picture that looks like this. It's a cute picture of her, and it's actually telling her testimony on the picture. Okay. Now her testimony is in writing in the original post. Does anybody have any idea what those pictures are for? I'm waiting. Okay. Your story. Now watch. Wait, how do I get my story to come up? Can anybody on here actually go look at my story on Facebook right now? Not my, yeah, look on my you click where my profile picture is and go to my story. And you see how it fades from one picture to the other? And it's telling her testimony. You see this done this way, don't you? You see people do this? Well, now we have access to, now I think I've got maybe 7 or 8 on there that are already done for new ambassadors. I plan to add to these. I would really love, and this is going to be my call for help from those of you who have incredible testimonies and know how to tell them both engagingly and without crossing any lines as far as keeping them compliant. I would love it if some of you would actually take and put your story into a visual that has words above and words below, and do it like 4 or 5 pictures worth. That way people can share your testimony in their story. And I will put if any of you will do that, I will add them to the unit. I will add any compliant testimonies that are, you can type out the testimony first. The better the picture, honestly, the better it's going to work, I believe. Like the more engaging the photographs that you use, and they really need to be of you if possible, or of your child if the child is the testimony. And look at the examples before you go attempt this. Go look at these examples, because I see these done all the time and I think, oh man, it'd be nice to have a data bank of all of those, right? It'd be nice to have a data bank of people's testimonies that are 4 pictures worth. You can read through, and some of them even start off, thought this was pretty cool. One of them even started off by saying, hold your finger on the photo. Have you done this before when you're wanting to read something and it's not pausing for you? Hold your finger on the photo, and then you hold it, and that it actually says that at the top of their photo. That's the first thing it says. Hold your finger on the photo. You do it, and there you go. Okay, I knew Erin would know. I almost messaged her and I ran out of time. She says you can use Unfold or Canva app to make the templates. Brilliant. So I would love it if literally every one of you, like, please don't count on everyone else to do this. I would just eat it up if every single person who gets on my Zoom calls would give me a compliant testimony to share in the to keep in these, because when new people start, they want to know what is okay to post. They want to know. And it's okay. Yeah, Erin says it takes practice. That's why I really like the assignment of assigning everybody one, your own, to do, because I think these are powerful and empowering. And I can imagine, like, my niece actually joined Plexus recently, and I can imagine her just gobbling up these unit studies and walking through. She's going to be someone that it'd be sort of a cheat, because she's probably watched me do Plexus for years and years and probably has some insight. But if she were brand new and didn't know anything about it, and she were just going to start working the business, these units with send, share, and invite, all spelled out for her. She can print out the workbooks, print out the follow-up sheets and all of that, and then print out, have the access to where she can literally go save 1, save 2, save 3, save 4, save 5 photos, and then go add those to her story. She could do 1 a day and see what kind of traffic. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Okay. Let's see. So again, Send, Share, Invite Silver Challenge starts Monday. I encourage you. I've noticed that a lot of the stuff that I loaded yesterday and then this evening, it's kind of flooded on the butterfly page. The stuff that ends up in units starts off in the discussion. Like, as soon as I load it, it hits both places. It stays in the units and it's in the discussion. And so I would really like it if those of you that are on my team page would find the original. I'm going to show you the post. Silver Challenge. Post. Hold it. I'm getting there. Yeah. There are 2 different ones that look like, that have the girl with the heels and the pretty dress on. There are 2 different posts. One is for leaders, those of you who already have a team, and just letting you know it's coming up. And then there's another one that tells about the challenge that is coming up. And either one of those, honestly, but I would really encourage and invite you to tag your teams underneath that post. That'd be the one thing that you need to do, is tag your ambassadors in that post, so that everyone will know that on Monday that's going to start. I won't be flooding, like I've flooded the team page the last several days. This is going to be the last flooding from me. Like, what you've seen the last 2 days is the last for now. So until Monday, when those posts start, there won't be a whole bunch of chatter or ways for people to get confused or lost on the team page. Is this all making sense now? Yeah. All right. Brief summary for those who are not on my team page. If you want your own team page to look like this, The simplest way to go about it is to create units using, I would say, start with send, share, invite. I would make it that simple. Do send, share, invite. Pull it from the back office, do the steps of send, share, invite. And if you are not sure how to do units, it's very simple. It's literally just in the settings, changing your team page into a social learning in the edit the group settings. I knew I had to remember that because that's the one thing that I thought people are going to say, I can't figure that part out. And since I started with that, you may not have been as interested in it as you are now. If that makes sense, you may be like, now I can't remember where she started. Edit the group settings. If you are on my team and on my team page and you're wanting your team to go through with this, just tag them in my stuff. It's totally fine. Don't worry. Don't go spend a lot of time recreating the wheel on this. Add links from send, share, invite. Is that what you're asking? Yeah, I'm going to show that really quick again. So you get an idea. Let's try, okay. Like this is what send, share, invite. The very first one says, getting your products covered or launching a business is as simple as sending, sharing, and inviting. Click below to check out our simple system for inspiring people to start their health and happiness journey with Plexus. And then it says send, share, invite training. And the first link takes you to the video with Genevieve. Talks about the system. These are all in the back office. The sharing system. Oop, that's a no good link anymore. And oop, 2 of those. I need to get updated links on those 2. Will somebody message me and remind me that the sharing system, I'm going to screen capture that. The sharing system link doesn't look like either I didn't copy the whole link or something's not good on that. I thought I had double checked everything because I spent forever yesterday working on this. Okay. Then step 1, that's a totally different, it's within the unit. Step 1 is send. And basically it has the product video, opportunity video, and empowerment video. And it explains why you're doing this, and it gives a few examples. But all of this can be found in the back office, or even in back office. Anything, I would pull up send, share, invite and start pulling, copying, and pasting basically for I would copy and paste it over into another. That's what I did. Copy and paste it over into another document on your computer, and then start breaking it into units. Okay, scripts, things to say. That's the other kind of stuff that I intend to add to units as time progresses. Okay. Any other questions on this? Wow, we covered that in 30 minutes. All right. I'm actually, what I think I want to do at this point is stop the record on this, and then I will start recording again, because I think this is going to be a really good 30-minute video for people who want to share, this is how you do it. This is where you go. The most important thing that you need to know as a leader is that all they really have to know is how to click the units button and get started, okay? All the rest of it happened yesterday, hours and hours, okay? They just have to know how to click the unit. They don't have to watch this 30-minute video. They can just click the units button, print out the worksheets, and move from there. Print out the worksheets and do the work. Worksheets, the scripts workbook, and all that good stuff. All right. if everybody's comfortable with that, if everybody's comfortable with you're not going to have to share this video with every new person, okay? Do you guys agree with me that you wouldn't have to share this video with every new person? Okay. Then in that instance, I'm probably going to keep recording rather than break this into 2 videos because everybody always gets confused when I have 2 videos. I want to do I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this. Okay, there's 2 other topics I want to cover. Since we're on here, I have had a couple other requests of topics specifically, and I'm not sure. Diane, is Diane? I don't see Diane on here. Well, okay. I'm going to cover a couple other things. I was asked specifically this week. I want to make sure I want to cover the question exactly as it was asked, since we have a little bit of time. Okay. Okay. Sometimes I have people who are new and budding and they want to do a team training of their own, and they want to know how to do a Zoom with their team and record it. If you have your own account with Zoom, correct me if I'm wrong, it's been a while since I got a new account, but if you have your own account with Zoom and you are the admin of it, there is a place where you can create or schedule a Zoom of your own. Then you share the link that you've created, and other people can click it. If you are the admin and are signed in as the admin, a record button comes up. I don't know if anybody has ever tried that and had any trouble with that. Zoom is like, when I first heard that people were doing this, wait, I got to tell a cute, funny story. Before Zoom, there was this thing called Ustream. I was the first one crazy enough to try this. We were in I think the first time I ever did it, I was in Oklahoma City. I announced on Facebook to the whole Plexus world that I was going to do a training at this church, actually. And we set up everything. We had a little camera, the whole thing. No, actually, I think we used the computer. Do you remember, Jetty? Did we use the computer? Regardless, we set it up and streamed training. And that, to me, at that time, I was sweating. I knew I was getting commentary from people like Sarah Marble. I'm like, oh my gosh, Sarah Marble's watching. And, it was just a big deal back then. And now I look at, first of all, how simple Zoom is. Zoom is like a gift to what we do, and how simple it is to use, because literally once you have the account and you can open it and look at it from a computer. By the way, you can do a Zoom. You can host a Zoom from your phone. It's just not very easy, not very streamlined. It's not at all like watching it and training from a computer, but not everybody has that ability. So, however, from your computer, it comes up, it says down at the bottom, it says mute, stop video, invite, manage participants, which manage participants is how you mute everyone. Share is how you share the screen so that you can actually show everyone, which, by the way, would you guys like to see the units really quick in a share screen? I'll do that very quickly. That's probably something smart to do. In case those of you don't have another. Okay. You're looking at my, let me make all these messages go away and hope nobody messages me in the middle of all this. Goodness. Because then it pops up if they do. Goodness gracious. Okay, here we go. On a computer, Units show up over here. Is everybody seeing my cursor? Okay. So it looks like, it may look a little different since I'm the admin, but over here, it looks like this. Butterfly training is hyperlinked. And if I do like that, it's going to pull up send, share, invite. And there you go. I've got 2 busted links right there that I need to click on, make sure. That's an overview of send, share, invite. Then it's step 1 is send. There you go. There's that. Some scripting. There's send. Share. And invite. Now, to get out of that unit, by the way, people can click when they've done it, like they can click done. Tools to grow your business. The Scripts workbook, Healthy Business Workbook, leads you didn't know you had. Enrolling a new ambassador, I'll show you what that looks like. It's this. And then follow up right here. Okay. I'm hoping everybody finds this very simple and comfortable to do. Okay, stop the share. Streamline and easy to find. I'm gonna tell you something. I have some sort of mental block about logging into my back office every time I want to find a resource like this. It's my own mental block. And now here we go. We don't have to do it anymore. It's easy. Facebook is always there and logged in for me. So there's not any, you know, but it's like having my own little resource there. And now that we've unitized everything, at least we've unitized this much of everything. I won't say that's everything, but it is a very good start. I'm very excited about this. So, I'm not going to be putting them in there. I'm not going to be putting those units in the Breakthrough Alumni page, but it would be very simple to basically take the units that you saw what I just did and do it in your own team page. The reason I'm not is because of how flippin' time consuming it was. I'm not trying to be, if we weren't fixing to go to Hawaii or something, I might try to attempt it, but okay. Yes, that's the thing about this business is there's something about new information always flying at you. Do you know what I'm saying? There's something about, and it can make this business, depending on your personality, some people thrive in that environment. You know what I'm talking about. Some people are like, something new. And I'm one of those that I like that for something that's not my business. You know what I'm saying? Like if American Eagle does another promo, I'm like, yeah, like whatever. That'd be exciting, something new, whatever. But when it's my business, the more streamlined, and everything is streamlined, easy to find, simple to find. The send, share, invite portion, Elaine, maybe not all those other units, but the send, share, invite, when I get back from Maui, I won't mind copying that over to the alumni group if that would help some of you guys that want to have access to that on a regular basis. Because here's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the fact that some of you don't have a team page of your own yet, and you could use the alumni page as your basically docking station where you could go grab that information for yourself until you do have a team page. Y'all okay with that? Yes. Someone will have to remind me. And there you know it. Now you know it. Somebody will just have to remind me, and I'm not worried that someone will think of it. Somebody will think of it. Okay. So now we good. Okay. I am going to stop the recording.